After a month of living in Sapporo, I can tell you this. Tokyo is exciting, Kyoto is timeless, but this city, it's Japan's best-kept secret. With wild nature, unforgettable food, and experiences I never saw coming, it changed everything I thought I knew about Japan. So why is everyone finally coming to Sapporo? Let me show you. Welcome back, my friends. Right now we are in the heart of Sapporo, in the Odori Park Rose Garden, and it is one of my favorite places to start every day that I'm here. They have dozens of different varieties of these gorgeous, colorful flowers, and they create this amazing perfume in the air that ignites your senses, and you are gonna need to be awake because we are doing a lot of fun things today. So let's keep on heading down through the park to our first major stop of the day, which is the Sapporo TV Tower, where you're going to be getting some of the best views of the city. Now, the park stretches a little over 1 kilometer through the city, and it is filled with amazing fountains, sculptures, places to chill out in the shade, grab some food, and they have a really cool slide. And speaking of places to grab food, I see something I've been really wanting to try since I got here, and that is some Sapporo soft serve ice cream. I know it's only 9 a.m., but you know what? This is my best day in Sapporo, and I want to start it with some ice cream. Yes, so the soft serve ice cream here is actually super famous in Hokkaido, which is the island we're on right now. And I don't know if it's because the cows are happier, but it's supposed to have this super creamy, delicious flavor. Oh yeah, no, they're right. This could be the best soft serve I've ever had. Wow. All right, let's keep going. All you need is love, do 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 do, and the TV tower to go and get the best view. Let's go. Now, I've never actually been here before. I see it all the time. It's an amazing place to come down and watch the sunset around. And there are so many different angles of it you can see from around the city. But we are gonna head inside right now. I believe on the 3rd floor is where you're gonna be buying your ticket. So let's go in, hop in the elevator, and find out.
Thank you.
And unfortunately, I didn't realize, but my ticket comes with a free soft serve ice cream. We might just have to have another one when we get down. Wow. This view just goes all the way around. I guess that's what 360 means, right? Oh, underneath. So gorgeous. Let's take a closer look. Oh, wow. This is an amazing view. Look at that. You can see all of Odori Park, all of the fountains, the people walking, the traffic going by. You really get that full sense of how gorgeous it is. And I think that's one of the things about Sapporo that's different than Tokyo, is that it feels so much more intimate. Like there's 2 million people here, but it doesn't feel like it. You know, you can find peace while you're walking around, and that's really special. And I love this part. It's like the lean out over the edge part, so if you're afraid of heights, definitely look. Whoa. And this is another amazing park they have right here called the Sosi River Park. And we are heading right here next to the Nijo Fish Market to get some breakfast because they have some of the best seafood in Sapporo. So let's head down. And on the way out, they have a fun little arcade with whack-a-mole. I haven't played this since I was like 6 years old, so we're gonna just do a quick game. That's first place, baby. Number 1. Let's go hit the park and get that seafood. That was so much fun. What a great view. And while we're walking over, I just wanted to mention that you probably know Sapporo even though you don't think that you do. This was where the first Winter Olympics in Asia was ever held and where beer in Japan was actually born. So whenever you go to a sushi restaurant, they normally have those big silver cans of Sapporo, and this is where they come from. I had no idea either, so don't feel bad. We are right across the street from the market, and I am so hungry right now. I know I had that ice cream, but it just made me more hungry, and I can already smell that fish in the air. Got some corn, melons, ooh, hairy crab. Ooh, I want some of that melon. Now, as I mentioned before, Hokkaido is known for its seafood, and this is the place you want to come to pick up some of the best that you can get. So I just want to take a quick look around and find the one that really speaks to me. This seafood looks amazing. Look at that. We got some raw scallops that have a little wasabi and soy sauce on them, and 4 massive local oysters. Wow. You can smell the ocean in there. I love that. Let's jump in. I learned this yesterday. You don't break your chopsticks like this because you might hit people with your elbows. You break them like this. Safer that way, people. And then I still get the splinters to come off like that. Let's start out with this oyster. With the scallop. I'm gonna put the wasabi on it. I don't think I've ever had raw scallops before. Wow. That is amazing. The texture, they're so nice and cold, and the flavor explodes in your mouth. All right, let's move on to the oysters. Now, I feel like at home we put horseradish and a bunch of stuff on them, cocktail sauce, but here it is au natural, and this is a And this is a massive oyster right there. Look at the size of that thing. The best oyster I've ever tasted. I know I keep using the word the best, but I'm serious. This is the best oyster I've ever had. Maybe this one's gonna be the best oyster I've ever had. I'm so glad we stopped here. And again, I recommend coming here early in the morning because you are gonna get the most places open. I came right now because it's just when the time worked out, but there's also not a million people here like when I've been here in the past, so it's kind of what you're looking for. And on the way in, I saw some melon that is also famous here, so I think we're gonna grab some of that on the way out as we head over to our next destination. And this place is also really famous for different kinds of crab, but it's a little bit out of my price range, so I think I'm just gonna stick with the melon. Okay, she got me. Man, it looks so good. Check out that crab right there. And I think this is king crab?
King crab.
King crab, okay. And they're gonna even steam it for me. So I have 10 minutes till my crab comes out. Could I do a one? Yeah.
Now we
Yeah, I eat crab there. Is it okay if I take? Yeah.
800.
800. These are massive melons. What? I cantaloupe. We just met. Sorry, that's 2 in a row for you, but they are actually huge and they are really famous here. They're supposed to be super sweet, and each one of these has to weigh at least 4 pounds, 5 pounds each. Wow.
Thank you.
And now it's all ready for me. Let's go eat this. So actually, I'll just eat it right here while I wait for my crab to be prepared. Wow. Once again, it is so sweet and tender. It just dissolves in your mouth before you even get to chew it. I'm gonna get some more of that. The perfect complement for my crab and seafood lunch, breakfast, whatever it is. Good one for you. There's also so many restaurants here that you can go and sit down in, but you know, I prefer to eat on the street, so I'm just gonna wait for my crab patiently, or impatiently in this case. I don't wanna get crabby. Where's my crab? Where's my crab? Where's my crab? Oh, here's my crab. Amazing, thank you so much. Oh, for the shell. Yeah, okay, okay. Look at this plate of crab meat. Steaming. Oh man, and again, you can smell the ocean. Like, this is not frozen. It's never been frozen. It came directly out of the sea to my plate, and we can share it together. Let's jump into this. Start out with that body. Oh, yeah. And I think one of the cool things is you don't need butter. You don't need anything else for it because it's so fresh and sweet all by itself. I'm sorry, I'm gonna do it again. The best crab I've ever had. Hokkaido, Sapporo, you are blowing me away. All right. Now let's try one of these little crabby legs. Food can be fun. It should be fun. So good. So good. Yeah. Do I say oishi? Oishi. All that's left is a bag of shells and a crabby head. I'm sorry, I couldn't save any for you, but trust me, it was absolutely crab-licious, crustacean incredible. All right, let's grab our stuff, clean our hands, and we are gonna head over to the train station to head to our next stop. I'll see you there. Now, getting around Sapporo is super easy. You can do mostly walking in the downtown area, but things like we're going to right now at the Hokkaido-Jingu are a little bit farther away, and there are lots of options to get there, like buses, above ground streetcars, and my favorite, the subway. It's super easy to navigate, and Google Maps comes in really handy here because you just put in where you want to go. It tells you the closest subway station and what platform to go down to, which makes it so easy. And this one right here is actually right behind the TV tower that we were just up in. So let's head down and I will show you just how easy it is. All right, well, we have arrived at the Maruyama station, and it's just about a 4-minute walk straight ahead of us into Maruyama Park, and it's a really cool park, so I can't wait to show it to you. Hello. And wow, it is so hot right now. You can see right here, it's about 33 degrees, which is like 92. And Sapporo/Hokkaido is the coolest part of Japan right now. So imagine what it must be like in Tokyo. So make sure you are staying hydrated. But what I'm gonna do is head right over here and grab myself an iced coffee because I haven't had my coffee yet today, and it is my favorite way to cool down. And after that seafood, I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep. Ah, man, this coffee really hits the spot. And I feel like this park is just like another one of so many amazing natural wonders that Hokkaido has to offer. And Sapporo just has parks everywhere. Like, there's always a green space that you can go and relax in. And this one is really special. They have some beautiful walking trails. The forest is so dense here, and it's like the sun just barely gets through, so you can really stay cool when it is hot like it is today. And if you keep those peepers peeping, you might even have the opportunity to see some of the local wildlife, like the ducks, and my favorite was the squirrel just doing his little, eating up all the nuts. I loved it. And they also have this nice zoo right here in the park that is definitely worth checking out. They have these beautiful exhibitions that make it look like you're in the jungle while you're viewing the animals, and they have stuff from all around the world, like lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! But my favorite thing was the underwater tunnel with the seals swimming overhead. It was very cool. And right here behind me is Mount Maruyama, which has a cable car that goes up to the top and gives you the most amazing views of the surrounding city and mountains. You can actually get there on the above ground streetcar that will take you over, and it's just a 10-minute walk to the base, and then boom, right up to the top, and you will thank me later. Did you enjoy that little surprise visit to the zoo? I would have loved to have taken you there myself today, but there's just not enough time to squeeze in all the stuff that we're doing. But I wanted you to see it anyway. And that coffee and cookie completely reset me. I'm appreciating the nature at a whole different level right now. It is so peaceful here. You can smell the earth in the air when you're walking around, and I just love it. The shrine is coming up just in front of us, and I'm really looking forward to showing it to you. So let's head over. Welcome to the Hokkaido-Jingu Shrine. It's the largest and most significant shrine in all of Hokkaido, and it represents the pioneering spirit of the people that settled this region. It's also a spot where a lot of festivals are based. Like in June, when I got here last week, they had this shrine festival where the people paraded through the streets, and it was absolutely stunning to see that history still alive here. It really made me feel like I was part of it, and I'm so grateful I got to see it. Now, before you enter the shrines here in Japan, they have these temizuya, which are ritual purification places where you wash your left hand, your right hand, then you rinse your mouth, swallow, and then wash your left hand again. And it's a way of showing respect to the gods before you enter the temple. So now we're ready to head in. Alright, so I just went and got an omakuji, which is a little luck ballot, and it can be very good or very bad. If it's bad, you tie it to one of these strings here and leave the bad luck at the temple in hopes that it's going to change for you, but I am hoping that this is going to be good luck, so let's find out together. Alright, and it's in English. Yes, extreme luck. Daikichi, I will take that. It says for travel, under no circumstances forget who you are while reaching your destination. Okay, I like that. For health, be aware of injury more than illness, of course. For work, the best fortune comes from being low-key. I'm not sure that's going to work out for me. I'm not very low-key. For love, value the inner person more than how they look. Okay, and for study, of course, there's study on here. It's Japan. Homework will ensure good results, and I guess that's always true. And as far as my Japanese old proverb goes, it says that Japanese martial arts are a practice that begins and ends with a bow. So, domo arigato, Japan, for my good luck. And now that we are done at the temple soaking up some culture, we are going to be going to do a fun and flavorful stop next. And it's going to be a happy good time. Hint, hint. I will see you when we get over there. Welcome to the Sapporo Beer Museum. This place has been pouring pints since 1890. That's before sliced bread was a thing. It's the beautiful mix of history, foam, flavor, and fun. So let's head inside, taste some beer, and learn a little bit about how this became a worldwide phenomenon. Nothing like a beer phenomenon. Nothing like a beer phenomenon. Wow. It's like a giant hot tub for beer. Delicious. Wow, pretty cool stuff, but it's all in Japanese. Luckily, they have these little English cards. Thus, they have all of these beer labels since the beginning. And I bet you it's been delicious the entire time. Wow. I love these old beer posters. Who knew they could be so elegant? And I got my wish. I'm inside a giant glass of beer. Now let's go get some real beer. I'm so excited for these beers. All right, so we got our 3 beers here. It is the Black Label Classic and Kayatakushi beer. Kayatakushi beer, something like that. It's made from the German recipe, but I'm gonna start with the Black Label because it's like the Rolex of Japanese beers. Let's do this. Kanpai. Wow, so crisp, so delicious. All right, number 2. This is the classic. which is that rich, smooth flavor we get when you get those silver cans at home at the sushi restaurants. I think that one is my favorite of the two so far. Yep. And last but not least is the German recipe Kayatakushi. Kayatakushi, I don't know how to say it. I just know how to drink it, people. That's very different. It kind of reminds me of like a micro brewery from home. While they're all delicious, I think that the classic really still steals my heart. So while I finish up my beer flight, I'm gonna share with you a few more fun options for activities around the city so that you can customize your own perfect day here. Then I'll be meeting you over in the nightlife district for some food and fun. And remember, when in doubt, foam it out. Kampai. Now, Sapporo is filled with surprises, but this one has to be the sweetest. Just 20 minutes from downtown, you can come to the Shiroi Koibito Park, which is a whimsical wonderland that is part chocolate factory, part fairy tale, and all different kinds of fun. And it really does feel like you've stepped into a storybook. It's pure joy and so much fun, you just might need a nap. Then head over to the factory floor, which is my absolute favorite part. It's so impressive to see the people and the machines working together to create these delicious little treats. It's like being in an episode of How It's Made, and it's technology at its tastiest. And when you're done on the factory floor, make sure to head up to the restaurant and get a seat by the window with this amazing view of the clock tower in front of me, where there are hourly shows that are so much fun. And I highly recommend the hot chocolate, but the strawberry parfait pancake was next level. Not just visually, but absolutely delicious. What? Is there something on my nose? Oh. And if you have the time, I also highly recommend heading over to the Hokkaido University Botanical Gardens, because it is a little slice of heaven right here in the heart of the city. For 420 yen, you can come into this 13.3 hectare park that was established in 1886, and it still has some of the trees from that time period. There are rose gardens, rock gardens, walking trails. They have a very cool museum, if you know what I mean. It is just such a peaceful place, and you can just leave me a thank you in the comments after you experience it for yourself. And if you want to get the best view of the city, head over to the JR Tower, where on the 38th floor, you can get a 360-degree panoramic view. Grab a beer, sit in some comfortable chairs, and just really take it all in. And if there's one reason to come up here, it's to use the bathrooms, because they are absolutely amazing. Look at that view right there. This must be what Zeus feels like up on Mount Olympus when he's handling his business. Welcome to Susukino. This is the neon beating heart of the city at night, and they have something for everyone. There's bars, restaurants, a rooftop Ferris wheel, bowling alleys. People are performing on the streets. There's maiden bars. If you can't figure out where you want to go, they even have an information center that will pair you up with the best bar and restaurant for your needs. And there's even a guy giving out free hugs. And a high five. But right now, after those 3 beers at the Sapporo Beer Museum, I need some food. So we are heading over to Ramen Alley, which is this famous place here that makes miso ramen. It's this narrow alleyway that has about 15 restaurants on it that you can go in and just enjoy this lovely local dish. So hopefully it's not too busy because sometimes the lines get crazy. All right, we found my spot right here. Now they do a ton of options here. I'm a big fan of the scallop one, but the butter ramen, it's just like a giant pat of butter on top, is so delicious. What should I get? What should I get? I'm doing the scallops, I don't care. They're so good. Could I do the scallop and Sapporo, please? Arigato. Kampai once again. Man, Sapporo is just so good here. I feel like it's like when people say, oh, you have to go to Ireland to have a Guinness. You need to come to Sapporo to have a Sapporo because it's that much better than I've ever had in all the Sapporos I've ever drank. And what I love about coming down here is you can watch them preparing the food, seeing the steam come up while they make the noodles and the soup and put it all together for you into one delicious bowl of heaven. So I'm really looking forward to this. Hey, thank you so much. Oh, yeah. Look at that miso ramen right there and those giant scallops on top. Corn, eggs, some bamboo. And it smells amazing. I gotta jump into this. Look at that scallop. So fresh. Wow. Every time I come here it gets better, and I come here a lot. I'm gonna finish up this soup, but I really hope that you enjoyed our time in Sapporo. And while we did a lot today, there is so much more to do that you should come and discover when you are here on your own, and then leave me a comment and tell me what I should do next time. I think Sapporo really surprised me. You know, I didn't really know what to expect. I was just coming here to get away from the rain and the heat, but it's so much more than I could have ever imagined. It's so peaceful here. There's so much nature. The people are lovely. And even with 2 million of them around, it doesn't feel like the city is packed. And I love that. So I hope you come here and you enjoy it for yourself. Discover the best things to do, and make sure you come down to Ramen Alley and have at least one bowl of miso ramen because it will blow your mind. And next week we're heading to Otaru, which is a seaside town about an hour away from here that is supposed to just have this amazing vibe, and it's along the canals. They do glass work there, and it's supposed to have the freshest seafood in Hokkaido/Japan. So make sure to come around for that. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to ling 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 the Sapporo. I'll see you next time. Arigato and sayonara.